Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Welcome to the Crypto Lifer Show, baby. Shout out to each and every one of you for being here on a beautiful Friday. Bitcoin sitting above $30,000. We are so blessed. $30,098 to be exact. We're going to break down Bitcoin. See what I see happening for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Break down where we're going, where we're at, and where we're about to make a move from. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for being here. Let's get that music pumping and running. Woo! Sorry, don't want to overmodulate there, but I am excited. Shout out to all of you out there in the world. God bless you all for jumping on into the live stream. Are you feeling good? Did you work out today? I worked out. I pushed myself through a workout. I didn't love it, but I did it. And after I finished it, I did love it, right? I was covered in sweat. I said, wow, my workouts are so intense. While I'm doing them, I'm like, what am I doing? Let's put the lemon into the water. Let's get it going. Wow, that thing is huge. It's like a hand fist. It's like a whole palm. You could almost palm this lemon. And let's get the drinks in there. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Who is going to make the best of their life today? Who is going to find the best opportunity in their life, no matter what it is, and make it happen? And Bitcoin already bouncing up to 30,140 out of nowhere. We better get it in. We better see what's happening fast and furiously. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. May God bless you all. There's my tip jar. There is the ticker. Again, this is not financial advice. Nothing I say and do here should be taken as financial advice. If you would like more, you can join my trading group. There's bear market specials going on right now. Although we may have to erase it. I mean, we're ending this bear market. I believe we have bottomed for sure, 100%. I'm going to say there's 99.9% we have bottomed. And I've said it over and over again. I want to make it clear. I don't want to be the YouTuber that flip-flops. I may show you, I don't know where we're going to go on the smaller time frames. Like, we're watching the 4 hour, then we're watching the daily. And I always say you never know. This level has to break for this level to break. And I'm open-minded. But I'm telling you right now, 99.9% chance that we have bottomed at that area. And why? Because of bullish divergence on the weekly chart. Hidden specifically. Just regular bullish divergence. When you have regular bullish divergence that big, it has to be heated. It just has to be heated. So follow me on different YouTube too. Follow me on Twitter. I greatly appreciate @CryptoLifer33. Follow me on Instagram. A lot of people don't realize I'm the real Crypto Lifer on Instagram. Haven't been talking about my Instagram much. I forget about it actually sometimes. As you can see, I'm not even logged in. But if you follow the real Crypto Lifer, let's see if I even can find myself. Allow myself to find myself. Doesn't even come up. Look at that. Doesn't even come up. Anyway, it should be on the actual on the YouTube page. But follow me at Instagram. Follow me on Twitter. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for coming on in. Funny. Alex Becker going after the Matrix. That's funny. All right, let's break down Bitcoin. Enough shenanigans for the day, for the morning. Shout out to each and every one of you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. So the 15-minute is resetting and just coiling up sideways. As you can see, we're going up and down, tighter and tighter in the zone. This is a bull flag, bullish consolidation. It could be a Bart Simpson head that's going to break to the downside. I'm open-minded. Anything is possible. But right now, we're looking for the 1 hour and the 15-minute for a bit of a bounce to the upside. The 1 hour actually, came to that topping out period. I'll tell you what I see happening is the 4 hour time frame is too far away from the 21-day moving average. You see this? And eventually, to me, it's going to make a flag like such. Something like this. And the 1 hour is going to probably reset, bring it back down, go up and down a few more, and then this is going to touch. When this touches price action and gets close, this white line, we're going to long. And we're going to make a big long all the way up to about $34,000. So that's my call, and I'm sticking to it. Nothing has really changed since I first looked at it this morning. I'm waiting for the 21-day moving average to caress price action. Once that happens, we're going to get a big move to the upside. Don't ask me how I know it. It just is what it is. It's just what's going to happen. All right? Sam, what's your off? I don't know what OF is, man. Thank you, though. God bless you, brother. I don't have Twitter, only Instagram. What are your thoughts on all altcoins that is declared a security by the SEC? I don't really care. It makes no sense. Kindly share your best pattern break trade entry strategy. I don't have a pattern break trade strategy. I don't trade breakouts. I set up the trade before it happens, and then I wait for it to come into play. I have way too much of my portfolio in Riot platforms. I wish I had more money to put in Riot platforms. I have way too much of my portfolio in Riot. Wish I had more money to put into Riot. You're funny. OF is OnlyFans. You're right. Not much resistance after breaking 30K resistance level. Heck yeah, seen that yesterday with all your knowledge. Thank you, Lifer, for the Bitcoin update. I'm bullish, my man. Let's go, Sammy. Glad to see you every day, every time, all the time. Shout out to Big Tuna Crypto in the house. Where can I find your trading class? Any trading calls you have made? You could jump on in. Honestly, you could see anything that I've looked at recently. Just look at, if you go to my my Discord and you want to see any of the trading calls that I've made, you could just check in and just look at the gains. It's free too, right here. If I could find it myself, allow myself to find myself, but hit the gains on gains. Like I recently put out this call for Cream on June 14th. Beautiful retracement to the 618 inside a falling wedge. Previous resistance became new support. This thing would bounce for 49% in 7 days. I mean, that's a beautiful call to the upside. Also made an accurate call for Bitcoin there. We made another accurate call for Bitcoin yesterday as we put it in the flag and it continued to pump to the upside. So, accurate call Bitcoin, have been showing you that where the bottom is, called the top for Bitcoin. And just keep showing up every single day and you'll see live calls even happen. It's Fired Up Friday. Shout out to Jimmy Price. Hope your mom is doing better as well. Shout out to my mom. She's doing great. Had a nice night of sleep. We all did. She had some fun last night finally. Got herself some social time, which was nice. If the stocks enter a 10-year bear cycle, we're all screwed and people will leave Bitcoin. I can't believe Bitcoin to go more than 80K this bull run, and then we make 3 tops. What are your thoughts? I don't look at stuff like that. I take it one step at a time, man. You're like way too into like the Matrix. After from the UK, Sam in chat. Afternoon from the UK, Sam in chat. Shout out to my man, Matt. Forrest Gump. God bless you, brother. Dada's going to make a big comeback. Sup, y'all, from Flint. Lifer, shout out to my man from Flint, Michigan. I believe he's saying. Lifer is the GOAT. God bless you, man. Do you have any specific channel for members to get in on trades? Or do you usually call it out here? No, I have a Discord for $99 a month. And you can jump on it today. I also have elite traders that work with me and put out the calls that they've been making. For instance, High Renga for 43% from the elite. Anchor, 31%. Cream. So you have elite charts, you have lifer charts, and calls and video updates. I've already been working this morning showing you what I see happening. A bunch of things that I put out last night. We had a weekly screen share we go over every single week, every Thursday night, where we go over my token metrics account, talk about the coins that are up and coming, see what's happening, see what's new. We found Beldex last night. So, when wiggle room, any tips to develop small account? To develop a small account, I do suggest spot trading smaller coins on KuCoin and MEXC Global. MEXC Global is the place to be to do these things. This is where you're gonna really shine. Shout out to the 384 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here, sharing your most precious asset in the game. Shout out to our man in the frog room holding us down. Shout out to the $4.99 super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Appreciate each and every one of you for coming on in every single day. We don't miss a beat here on this channel. And it's just the consistency that we love and this consistency that you love. Through consistency, you create trust. Through trust, you create bond. Through bond, you can do anything in this world. So I see sideways price action for Bitcoin till we touch the 21-day average on the 4-hour, and then we can get a move to the upside. Let's take a look at our baby total market cap and see how he's doing. I'm looking at SHILL too. SHILL making this rounded bottom with a flag. That's a cup and handle. 4-hour pointing to the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if SHILL pumped all the way up to the 21, to the 200 SMA, to that 200 simple for a nice little gain for SHILL. Let's take a look. I do have to heed the daily. The daily's not in the perfect place, but you can see a nice 13% gain coming out of SHILL not too long from now, something I was looking at earlier today. All right, nice enough to kind of show you something fresh and new on the market there. SHILL. Funny, what a coin, right? I'm going to make a coin and call it SHILL. Why not, right? Send in a TA for deep dives. Send in a super chat for TA and deep dives. Anything that's on your mind you want to talk about, break down, or if there's a coin that you want us to find out about that you believe we should know, throw it down so we can pick it up and see what's going down. I appreciate it. Shout out to my man Stanford Mindco LLC. Lifer, I got my boy Swifty to subscribe to the channel now. Just got to get him in the 99. Shout out to my man Swifty. Thank you for being here, Swifty. We love you. God bless you, Swifty, and I hope you stay for more. Keep coming back, Swifty. Keep coming back. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Sending love and positivity of abundance to all. Captain, oh, Captain, guide us from down in the dumps. Shout out to Studios Ores, my man. Hey, thanks, man. Buying one full Bitcoin and we'll be trading that only. That's all I feel comfortable with. Shout out to Ian Diaz doing his thing. Sending love and positivity of abundance to all. Shout out to Kenny Macfella. I love that, Kenny. Crypto Allah, my man. Thank you for being here. Shout out to all the beautiful souls. 400 people on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. This ain't your average channel. Get the likes up, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Sam, bull run happening. Big money coming in. Juice from the berry. What do you think about Polkadot? I mean, Polkadot's cool. I don't think it's going to do anything huge. You know, as far as returns go, I think AI is going to outpace it. I think Demetra will outpace it. I think these smaller coins. But Polkadot's interesting. We'll take a look at Polkadot for you. We were getting into Polkadot back at $4. Watched it pump to the upside. And we're going to look at Polkadot on KuCoin. Kind of a triple bottom there, double bottom. Kind of an Adam and Eve, cup and handle to the upside there. And see, it's getting subdued by the 200 SMA. You can see that's a place. Once it gets above that, once coins get above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame, they are gone. That could be a huge move. Specifically when you're down in the dumps right now, you get the same thing happened here. You made the V shape, you got above it, and then you were gone. So I'm looking for this to get back above the 200 SMA, and my goodness, there could be some fireworks over here. So you're watching this type of flag. You're looking for a bigger breakout on the 4-hour time frame. You know, it gets above the 200 SMA, the yellow line there. It can easily get to that next level of resistance. All right, so Polkadot does look like something's brewing here for Polkadot. About a 12% gain coming, you know, and you can make the aggressive move right now with the 4-hour. Look for their 1-hour first, though. 1 hour needs to cool off. So I put alerts down here on the 1-hour time frame, wait for it to cool off, then might take a scalp. I'm not a fan, though. Shout out to my man. Good morning, Sam with Lifer Crew. Shout out to Tom Crown in the house. Tommy Crown. Tommy C, baby. Sammy P and Tommy C coming in the game. Shout out to everybody here on the live. I love you all. I'm super excited to be here every single day. And may God bless you all. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Coachy Coker. Shout out to Cyber Food V86. Tom Crown with the love, baby. Shout out to Lakoki Coker. Love is the strongest frequency, Tommy. Through love, we can do anything we put our minds to. Tom the man. And Tommy G, good day all. Shout out to Tommy G, man. God bless you, brother. Shout out to Armin Habits. Crypto Bear Baker, Ian Diaz, Rudy. Heck yeah, baby. Gotta love the love, man. Close the successful long on Cardano. Cardanos. Get me to the store and go get me some Cardanas. Hey, kid, go get me some Cardanas at the store. I need 2 packs of Cardanas. I have 3 racks in DOT staking on Coinbase. 11% APY long-term hold. Yeah, take its time. I guess if you hold it long enough, it'll pay you. You know what I mean? You never know, though. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing I'm saying you should be taking as financial advice. But I'm looking for Polkadot to consolidate right in here. Probably going to move further up to about 552 for Polka. Polka. MNET's a coin I like to trade on and off. Have some good winnings from MNET. MNET, MSwap. But there we got this kind of same thing going on here. Similar to we see in XRP and BNB. I got that photographic memory. Something that you just can't program. You either get it or you don't. And I can remember where I saw a shape and know when a shape looks exactly like another shape. It's fractal magic that I've used many times in my life to project into the future and make gains, baby, gains. So I'd look for this to go up and down and consolidate. Stochastics probably need to reset a little bit here. All right. Let's take a look at our 4-hour time frame. 4-hour definitely wants to move, so I just wait on that 1 hour. 4-hour could get a nice push to the upside here as well. And that's going to take me to the total market cap. First, I'm going to look at the DXY because we have to. So look, we got the bounce off this level that I was talking about. Remember, we made this trend line here, and we said we don't want to see a bounce. We got the bounce for the dollar index, which is interesting. Because it didn't really hurt Bitcoin too much. They almost pumped together, which is pretty strange, right? But a slight pullback for Bitcoin. The dollar came back up. It double bottomed here, as you can see. And it made this falling wedge that it tried to break out of. Had a little bit of bullish div, too, as this was a swinging up while that was a swinging down. All right? It is what it is. Shout out to the 447 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. 181 likes. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. Let's go, man. We got 300 people that want to hit that like button. Let's do it. Don't want to do it, do it. Make it happen, Captain. Stop playing games with your life. If you watch someone that you love, show them that you love them. Be proactive with everything you do. If I was watching you, I'd hit that like button in 2 seconds because I'm a man of action and a man of my word. I'm telling you right now. I'd be like, yo, I'm in that. I'm all in there. I'm hitting that like button. I'm ready to rock, baby. I'm ready to rock. 102.90. 4-hour time frame getting overbought as well. And the thing is, we want to see this get back above the, we want to see it get rejected by the 200 SMA. We don't want to see this get back above the zone, right? So bullish scenario for the dollar is that we pump up all the way at least to the top of the channel, and then we actually break out of this, right? Bearish scenario is that we're just coming up on the daily. The daily was oversold, right? Look at it, just getting started too. Looks like we could get a big move. So be careful. There could be a Bitcoin pullback here. Just something to watch. However, I believe we got to get through this 4-hour first, and the 4-hour looks like it's going to hit a resistance because you have a bounce, fell through, got above, resistance there. I'd like to see us kind of go further to the downside here, not go any higher. So I'd like to see the dollar not get above 103.12 and start to kind of make a move further to the downside. What we're looking for is this bigger channel. This, we have hidden bearish divergence that we've been seeing for the on big time frames from the 3-day chart and out, and that's telling us that we have more legs to the downside. Looked at the 3-day chart here, and it did, but look, it got this bounce back to the upside. We drew this trend before the bounce even happened, and we were wanting to see, can we break this trend and further down, or we can hold this trend? If we hold this trend, the dollar can probably consolidate here into some type of symmetrical triangle. It could eventually break down, but it does slow it down. It stops that monumental pace to the downside that we were seeing for the dollar. All right, bro. How can a clan cram a clean cream can? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? I don't know, man. Chain link creeping up though. Help Sam out. Smash the likes, baby. Hey, Josh, Peter Griffin over here. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you so much for the love. Babe, when you creep by me like that, it creeps me out. Too bad. It's creepy, babe. Too bad. You're creepers. Too bad. How can you clean cram? How can you clam? Babe, how can you clam? How can you clam cram? How can a clam cram in a clean cream can? What is that? Oh, never mind. Righteous man. The thing about Lifer and Tom both is that they just give you the freaking charts, man. If it was 375 residents, 2-4 value, entry above or near. Honestly, yeah, I don't get paid to shill nothing. You know what I mean? I have relationships with BOOKMAP. I love BOOKMAP. We're going to look at BOOKMAP in a second and show you where the liquidity lies. We use BOOKMAP in corroboration with the other things that we do. It just is an add-on tactic, with all the other technical analysis that we break down, right? And I like MEXC. I use MEXC a lot, so I affiliate with them. I like KuCoin. I just like things that work, right? I like exchanges that don't take your funds, and so far they've been both doing pretty well. So shout out to anyone that's traded MEXC with me. I appreciate it. Shout out to anyone that's traded KuCoin with me. I appreciate it. And if you use my link, thank you very, very much. It's the nicest thing you could do to help the channel is join the trading group and use my trading links. All right. That's how we push through in these bearish times, the toughest times ever. Only the toughest YouTubers are out right now. When the market comes back, all these new YouTubers and some YouTubers bounced on in right now, thinking they're gonna just waltz right into the TA sector. But you got to put in your work, man, and you got to put in the time, and you got to be the really consistent. TA people are the most consistent people in the game. So when you go against TA people, you got to be the most consistent. It's tough. It's not easy. Anyway, so look, liquidity further to the upside right now, technically to 30,200, suggesting that we go higher just for now. You know what I mean? Nothing crazy. We see a little bit here at 30,300, and then more, red up into this area. This is a heat map order book, so it's showing you where the orders are. When we zoom in though, we do see this 29.5, 29,000 lower area. That corroborates my story with the 4-hour may have to pull back a little more before we get our bigger move. So when we look at the big picture, we do see orders down 29,000, 29.5 technically. When we look at the smaller picture, looks like we could get a bit of a move up to the upside first. We also have a liquidation indicator where we can grab, turn it on and off here just in case. And it will show us where the liquidations are actually occurring on the futures trades. So right now you can see like Bitcoin's starting to move up a little bit because you saw more liquidity to the upside. These are actual orders on the order books. All right, that's 380 Bitcoin wanting to be sold. That's 440 Bitcoin wanting to be bought. So these are the amount of people trying to buy. These are the amount of people trying to sell. A big buy is a giant green circle. A big sell is a giant red circle. If you zoom in here, you can see it's going to happen on the second. It's really like a 1 second chart. We're watching the orders come in as fast as humanly possible through API. So you can see Bitcoin staying pretty flat at 30,100. That's expected on a Friday. If you're new to trading, the trading days kind of have their personalities. Sunday night into Monday, the Asian markets open at 8 p.m. at night for us, which is 8 a.m. So once they open up, they start to kind of feel out the markets, and they have a lot to do with our weekly close. Once we get our weekly close, we head into Monday, and Monday is usually a false move where it kind of looks like it's going to go a certain way, and it usually goes the opposite way, or it goes both ways. A lot of liquidations on Monday, a lot of false moves, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of volatility Sunday night into Monday. Then we get Tuesday, and Tuesday tends to be my best day to trade. You tend to get the move you're supposed to get on Tuesday and through Wednesday. Look what happened to Bitcoin. Last 2 days were amazing to trade. Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday still was okay, sideways with some movement. And then Thursday afternoon, you get low volume. Friday, you get into the lower volume. And then the weekend, the volume's even lower because you have less people out. I've still seen awesome runs on the weekend, but you got to be careful what coins you're looking at and check out your setups, right? And then you're back to Sunday night into Monday, and the cycle continues over and over again. When we get very, very bullish, a lot of those throw out the window, and it just every day is like an amazing day, and you can pump anything. But regular markets, especially, and once you get more bearish and things get pulled away and it's not all lovely and just all sorts of big money coming in, that's when you really kind of see the skeleton of the structure of the markets. And so if you've been with me, you've been watching the same kind of structure over and over again. And these are the days of the week, my friends. So Friday, you don't expect big moves on Friday. You expect pretty flat, low volume ideas. And that's just what happens on a Friday. All right. Doesn't mean you can't scalp. Doesn't mean you can't use smaller time frames. But bigger time frames usually find their way slower and really kind of get themselves ready to go, right? I mean, the 8 hour wants to pull back to you. So you're waiting for the 4 hour to possibly give you your bigger move. The 4 hour doesn't play out. The bigger time frames may take us further to the downside. 22 hour doesn't look amazing. I'll give you that. But the 3 day still has legs. Like the 3 day's not done yet. And the 3 days just getting back above the 200 SMA. I kept telling you that I'm bullish as long as we stay above the 200 SMA on the weekly. We have nothing to fear. I'm telling you right now, and that was a little dip. We had one candle close. We had two weekly candles close above it. They couldn't keep the good man down. Bitcoin got back above the 200 SMA on the weekly time frame, and it's just getting started for a bigger move to the upside. Lack of bearish momentum on the MACD suggests that we are going to have a party to the upside. And the measured move is the length of this bigger pole. You can be conservative and just take this pole. But that still takes you up all the way to like 36, up possibly 37.5. And then if we take the whole length, right, of this whole area here, and we slap that on, I mean, that's like a I believe that's a $42,000 Bitcoin. Looking at 41,500. And I've been saying this for weeks now. I've called the bottom, and I'm telling you why I called the bottom. And everyone thinks it's funny. It's funny. I watched some guy on Twitter, and he was like, oh, that's so cute. He thinks he called the bottom because of one indicator, you know. But he doesn't realize that I backtested weekly divergence for years and years and years and years. And I've tested it out on like major macro events and major ideas. I called the S&P bottom the same way, and that's been spot on since October. I mean, you tell me, right? You can go back to the footage, see what I say, and then say, hey, is that real? Did he really say it? And then you can kind of, you know, you can. That's what I love about it. You can find out whether my calls have played out or not just by watching my channel day in and day out and seeing what I said. And like, all right, it's all documented. It's all there. Then you can ask people in the Discord, did it play out like you said in the Discord? Did it actually go that way? And people will say, yeah, it actually did, you know. So anyway, it's all there. It's all documented. I'm calling a bottom for Bitcoin. Clear as day here. And the reason I'm calling a bottom for Bitcoin is weekly divergence. Bullish divergence on the weekly. You can backtest this. You can go through any asset in the world. All right? From gold to corn to the Dow Jones. Look for something that has a huge market for a long time. Like, look at the Dow Jones. I'll do this again. I've done it many times. I did it on Frankie Candles recently. Dow Jones still sitting in that inverted head and shoulder too. But go to the weekly chart on the Dow Jones and look for weekly bullish divergence. You have it right here. As that swung up while that swung down. And that was that bottom call somewhere in October. I did it on the S&P, but the Dow Jones even bottomed out right there. So there's one time you see it, all right? And here you had your nasty V-shaped recovery. You didn't get the bullish divergence there. Here you have it right here again. So you can see you have it here on this January 2016. You don't really have it again until right there. So that's a 6-year period that you don't have bullish divergence, right? You keep going and you're looking. Right there you have a slight swing down with a slight more aggressive swing up, technically a bottom. And then you have it right here in 09, right? So you have it once in 2009. You have it once in 2016. And then you got it once like what we just had. It's a very rare signal. Once every 9-7 years, something like that, if you're lucky. And it calls bottoms very, very nicely. All right? Even this one was kind of a swing down while it swung up. So you got it right there too as well. And that's 03. So look, 5 years from there. And then look at the pumps that come out of it. So I found this on the down. I said, okay, interesting. Then I said, well, show me Tesla then. You know, just show me as many of these as you can find, right? And so I look for the weekly on Tesla, and I look for the weekly bottoms on Tesla. I did the same thing, right? And this was like grueling work at the beginning. When I first started out, like, it wasn't mapped out for me. So I was just like, okay, find the bottom, Sammy, right? And look, even though we had bottoms here, we didn't get the weekly bullish divergence, really. We didn't get a strong one. If you get a really strong one, it's like you just have to heat it. And Tesla may be too young. Like, we may not have it on Tesla. Yeah, like, see, like, you need an asset that can really hold its weight for years. And so you don't really see it. Maybe here you get hidden bullish, which is great. You get to swing up while you're in an uptrend. This is a way to make a lot of money. You're in an uptrend. You see a hill come back down. You see a move, but you see the RSI making a downtrend. That is telling you screamingly that you're going to make a high above this high to the upside. That's called hidden bullish divergence. But this is where you want to really use it. You can identify divergences, but do you know how to use them? Do you know exactly where and how to use them? And have you used them before at these junctures? Okay. And then look, then you got a bearish divergence. When this swings to the upside, but this swings down, tells you that that's your high. That's going to be the end of the rally. And that's what happened. All right. So you go to oil, you can go to a bunch of other things. So that's why I'm calling a bottom for Bitcoin here. And I'm sticking to it. And I've been adamant about it ever since. And I've been the only guy pointing out why. Weekly bullish divergence. It's not that hard to figure out. It's not rocket science. You know, it's simple stuff. And you just got to be able to pull the trigger on this simple stuff and actually make it work for you over time, right? And that's the key. That's what I'm going for. That's my legacy, so to speak, in trading, is to show people that it can be as simple as just sticking to your guns, back testing your butt off, putting hours and hours of work in. And again, what I said, putting hours and hours of work in. Nothing is free. You don't slap an indicator on and just start trading. It would be awesome if that's how it worked. But there's ways to help you once you understand. All right. And so there's my bigger idea is we will go somewhere to the $42,000 area. We're going to breach through this area pretty fast. There's not a lot of resistance. A little bit at 31, 32, and then all the way back up to about 36,500, 37,000. So I'm expecting a move further up for Bitcoin. I do see a little bit of a pullback first before a bigger move, and that pullback will come to the likely to the 200 SMA here on the 4-hour time frame. If we pump, we pump. Sometimes you get a little close and you continue to pump anyway. That could happen. But usually we wait till we at least touch, hang out, or just come pretty close to this white line in the price action, which is getting, after a pump like this, that's what you want to see. You want to see this healthy relationship between price action and the 21-day moving average. All right? That is the key, my friends. That is the key. Look to see if SRM had any gas in the tank. It had made this little flag earlier this morning And the flag played out slightly. I didn't overpost it because I didn't want, I figured I was a little late to the party, which I was. Still a nice 11% scalp there if you can move the stop loss into break even or, take care of that. Interesting V-chain on the 15-minute, the 3L token, which has lack of liquidity. So I might rather just trade the actual futures trade or the actual spot trade. But the 15-minute looks interesting to me for V-chain. Anchor protocol has been hot recently for whatever reason. More people getting back into Anchor. Luna C has been getting a little love lately. So you look for something like this. If you can watch this consolidation, likely get a move. Aggressive entry is now for Anchor protocol. 45% gains. Even if it gets back to the top of the channel, the chance Anchor does some damage. It's Friday. Every once in a while, a few altcoins will pump despite what Bitcoin's doing. Just remember that. And in my trading group, we put out 15-minute scalps. We put out ideas that, for futures trading. We put out 1-hour swing trades, 3-day charts that you want to pay attention to, and more. Just kind of have you geared up and ready for all these different ideas. All right? Funny, Bitcoin Cash, people looking at it again. And I'll tell you why. Fidelity, Citadel, right, came out with their new exchange. And it's got Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, Ethereum, I think like one other, and like BNB or something. Like, it's only got a few coins. And it's got Bitcoin Cash on it, though, showing you that there's interest in Bitcoin Cash with the corporate and the institutionals, right? They figured it also was it's a pretty good fork of Bitcoin. So it should be protected somewhat. So we're seeing around the blockchain, we're hearing that this thing is cooking and could keep cooking. So you're watching Bitcoin Cash for this move to the upside too as well. Open interest on it is pretty big. So more and more people are kind of looking at it, thinking about getting into Bitcoin Cash. So we're going to cover that in the news as well. What a blessing it is to be alive. Think of all the things that we have. I had the love of my father, which was great. I can look back on all the days that I had with him and be super, super excited that I had an amazing time with my dad. That's something to be grateful for. I have a wonderful mother who my dad took care of all these years and who's been good to me my whole life. I'm so blessed because of that. Funny, TRIAS was getting some love the last couple of days. You can see they kind of had it out. Look, it followed Bitcoin pretty nicely right to the upside. A lot of these coins were in the same falling wedge as Bitcoin. Look at that thing just mooned. Look at that moon. And again, just take the length of the pole. Nothing crazy. Keep it simple. 21-day moving average. Price action getting tight. Above a point of control. Boom, baby, boom. Right? So you can see that it got above a resistance, which is nice. If it can stay above that, that would be interesting. And it's got this trend line that it's dancing with a little bit here. You could say it kind of maybe it comes back down, goes sideways. It would be nice if it made a more of a lateral consolidation before it pumps further to the upside. I'd look for the daily to probably reset. It's a little over commissioned, right? Look at our 4-hour time frame. 4-hour wants to move, though, and continue to the upside. 4-hour says it's got legs to continue to go. I'm late to the party, so I wouldn't jump in on it, but I like the setup. Secret Network was also trending a little bit on token metrics for whatever reason. Got a little breakout in these coins. Remember, if it can get above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame, it can probably have a pretty big move. So just remember that. Above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour, open up a trade, stop loss on the other side. Something that I think of doing a lot, and it's a very good strategy. You'll miss it sometimes. You'll see it, and you won't remember it, and then you're like, man, I should have made that move. You know? And there's some major volatility for Bitcoin, 30,270. Let's go look in BTC and see what's happening to Bitcoin. Getting a pump, getting a morning pump here. A Friday morning pump too. Nice pump to the upside there, 15-minute liquidity grab. Yeah, look, a 15-minute, at the end of the day, I mean, it was in this little flag here. Oh, come on. This was technically kind of a little flag. Symmetrical triangle right there. Breakout for Bitcoin. I'm not impressed by this move. I think we're going to get something like this anyway. We just got this like chop we're in. I still believe that the 4-hour will kind of cool us down a little bit. And the 1 hour is a little overbought. But that's a nice green candle for Bitcoin. Nice move to the upside. Kind of a shoulder, head and a shoulder. It was messy, though, to be honest. And look, if you're watching BOOKMAP, you should see some liquidations. And look, we showed you that there was liquidity to the upside, remember? Like, and that's what we're, like, that's what that's kind of what I stay on. The idea that when we zoomed in here, you could see there, and look, we got this guy up here at 31,000. We got these whole orders down here, though, that really want to be filled. Doesn't mean they're going to get filled for sure. It just says who's on the board. Right now, you could go to 30,520. That's your next big area that you could see some liquidity for. Nice pump for Bitcoin, though. You could even say it broke out of this, like, kind of was in this. Want to be precise with the movement here. I mean, looks like a breakout to me. 15 minutes still has legs to the upside too as well. But heavy resistance that you're not able to get back above right now. There's a lot of sellers stacked right here, selling price off. We need them to continue to sell off, and then we need them to switch short above the price action and give us that short squeeze. I'm still corroborating my idea that the 4-hour will have to cool off, touch that 21-day moving average before it can get a bigger move to the upside. But there's no guarantees. It could just take off right now. You know what I mean? I'm just playing the lower risk probability so I don't chase the market. You could say it's still just kind of sitting in this flag on the 4-hour time frame too. It didn't really do nothing, you know, just consolidating here. That makes the most sense to me. I wouldn't be running into this green candle like, oh my gosh, we're going all the way to 31K. But you never know. I say about 16 more hours, 4 more 4-hour candles. All right. But a little bit of volatility for Friday, which is nice to see for Bitcoin. Getting a little bit of action there. And this guy says massive sell-off this weekend. I don't know what's going to happen, man. Morning, Sam. Hope mom is doing well. Does the 200 SMA reference only for the 4-hour, or can that be used for all time frames? You could use it on multiple time frames. It's just going to take a lot longer, and you're going to have way more patience for the bigger time frames. I never chased the pump either. What if BlackRock is the first to know if their Bitcoin ETF will not be approved, and then they short it? Anything could happen, man. But honestly, there's more going on than just Bitcoin and the ETF. I think everyone's focused on this ETF. Like the price went up because of the ETF. I believe the price, we were looking at a falling wedge. It was supposed to break out for the last 2-3 weeks. It did not matter. We weren't thinking about an ETF. So they couple the news around the same time of price action to kind of make it look assuming, I believe. But, you know, what a BlackRock is, you know, so I don't stress that stuff at all. 4 times 4 equals 16. Amen. There you go, my friend. New short entry stop loss right above the wick on the 1 minute. That might be a good idea. You never know. I mean, you're in the money now. 7-minute rolling over. 7 minutes says, yeah, you're just probably going to roll back into that wick. And back to 30,200. But holding above 30K is beautiful. And you do have some support now at 29,860 as you've bounced off it a few times now. Bounce, 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 bounce. All right. My brother-in-law's uncle had 88 Bitcoin in BlackRock years ago. Now they're all gone. I don't know what that means. I don't think BlackRock would be fine if they knew there was even a 1% chance that they would get denied. I mean, they run the financial sector. They get what they want. End of the quarter and some games coming with LIBOR being abolished and CBDC. Interesting. They're going to short either way. They bought at 19K. Anything could happen. I mean, I think it's all speculative. Like, a lot of this is speculation. Like, what we think they're going to do. What we, and now we're thinking about what we think. We're not using our charts. We're getting into the emotional foreshadowing stage, and it's just not good for your mind, personally, when it comes to trading. You want to stick to the same scenarios over and over again. Why do you get into a trade? Because I see a falling wedge. Because I see, you know what I mean? You want technicals behind your behaviors. If you can get technical behind your behavior, you have a better chance of winning. It's just that simple. If you keep it simple, trading will become a lot funner, more enjoyable process. When you make it complex and you're all over the place, you keep adding 100 indicators and you watch 1,000 YouTubers and you're going to add this thing and then you got to add that thing and then one day you do this and one day you do that, and you're better off with just trading price action and support and resistance for a year straight, 2 years straight, then maybe adding an indicator at a time. You want to understand what you're doing at first before you do it. HISEALS could continue to the upside here on a 7-minute flag. Be careful, it's high risk, but it's a hot coin today. And recently, the hotter coins on the low volume days get a bit of a move. That's a 7-minute scalp. It's very high risk. Bitcoin sideways, but we could get a pump. New to the channel, saw you on ATB yesterday. Good stuff, man. Shout out to my man Kyle. Thank you for being here. God bless you for jumping on in. Everyone say, what up to Kyle? We got another lifer in the house, wants to become a crypto lifer. Do what the charts convey. Think of the outcomes ahead of time. 4D chess. Amen. Just don't get the newbie tunnel vision. It's easy to do. What kind of keyboard do you have? A Logitech? I don't know. Oh, I have the box somewhere. A G213 Prodigy. If that makes sense. Turns colors. Kind of fun. You know. I got this right here. The Logitech G213 Prodigy Gaming Keyboard. This is my keyboard. Just so you know. Full-size keyboard designed for gaming and productivity. Slim bodies built for the gamers of all levels, with a durable construction and repels liquids, crumbs, and dirt for easy cleanup. An integrated palm and rest and adjustable feet let you set your keyboard to the ideal position so it's comfortable to use, even during the longest gaming sessions. Jump on it, buy it on Amazon today. The Logitech G213 Prodigy Gaming Keyboard. Lights right up. Get ready to go. There you go. I hope you're happy with that, with what you made me do just now. Look what you made me do. Shame on you. Chez la boo. LPOOL had that huge pump to the upside. Does it continue? Funny, 7-minute is getting pretty tight. Kind of a descending triangle, though, if you ask me. Yeah, I guess a bit of a falling wedge if we open it up a little bit. LPOOL. Still not seeing like tons of movement in the altcoin space. I mean, we have some 22% gains, 18%, 39%. HISEALS, that's around. We have a few, but like you know, you got to really search for the gainers. You got to be on point. I'm liking this 3x long right here on Phantom. Again, when that 4 hour kicks in for Bitcoin, Phantom likely going to follow through here. I like the liquidity on this asset. I like the look of the candles. And I like to move up to the 200 SMA. I like it. I like it a lot. I don't even need such a little bit of space for my mouse to make that move, which is great when you're traveling. Like you're in that hotel and you just need a tiny little bit of room on your mouse, and you got it. Super happy too that I found these smaller XLR cables. Just made my life so much easier. Looking for a move for Phantom 3L. That's a 3L token on KuCoin. All right. This will move with Bitcoin on the 4 hour time frame. You guys went back to sleep? My wife has this like cricket machine where it sounds like crickets, but it actually sounds like crickets, and it's like, you know. Shout out to anyone that took Demetra with us. We called this long not too long ago. I was all over the you know, where it was in the low. It's already up 40% gains. I mean, you got to love on that. I put this out to the trading group, what, a week ago, maybe less than that? DMTR. And the price was way lower. I'm looking at the bigger picture, too. But you can see here, I mean, this is what you get in the trading group. Like, I'll look and I'll search 6:15, 11:50 a.m. This thing was sitting pretty at about, what, 3.823. It looked like it was likely going to bounce to the upside. I'm looking for this to bounce, retest that area, and get a bigger move to the upside, 184% gain. And you can see it's now at 4.9. We were talking about down there at 3.383, right at this level here. And this thing mooned to the upside. Up 40% gains from when I first put it out. And it looks like there's more to come, too. So, Demetra breaking out on the 3-day chart, getting ready for a bigger move to the upside. We used the 706 Fibonacci retracement level, this falling wedge. Previous resistance came support, cup and handle. Moving averages were tight. MACD wanted to turn. Everything is there. You got falling volume with falling price. All the things that I look for when I'm going in for an altcoin trade, and that is up 40% gains from when we first put it out on the 15th. So we're still going to find gains no matter what in this space. 30,300 Bitcoin continuing to pump. It's getting kind of crazy. Maybe it does continue. Let's take a look here. Making me FOMO now. Nice pump for Bitcoin to 30,300. Attempting to break this new level here, right, of resistance, which is at about a wick to about 30,350. Seems like it just got there. It just hit it on the 7-minute time frame. Got rejected yet again. Nice little pump up for Bitcoin, though. Nice little pump up for Bitcoin. I mean, you could try to say that it broke out already. Still waiting on that 4-hour time frame, though, which is tough. But I like how the 50 minutes getting close. I like the moving. Everything is starting to kind of come into play for the bigger move. Nice scalp if anyone took that, though. 330 continuing to moon. Let's look at the smaller time frame. We got like a flag on the 1 hour. What's happening here? Even a little bit of bearish divvy on the 1 hour. It says that, hey, this may be the end of the run here. Little low liquidity grab, and they're nailing the shorts right now. They just got some shorts, more shorts nailed. We did talk about the fact that we could get to 30,500. We saw that big order up there. It's crazy how fast this is kind of coming into play. Wow, look at that. Massive short squeeze for Bitcoin right now, right in our face. You can see these are liquidations happening as they occur right now. 22,003 accounts liquidated. 7,003 accounts liquidated. 6,581 accounts liquidated for Bitcoin. Wow. Like, do you need that cricket machine on? Like, they put the kid back to bed again at 11 o'clock? Doesn't make any sense. Wow, 30,425 now. Bitcoin getting a move. And I did not call this pump. I'm like, how come I didn't call this pump? Well, I guess we could have traded the 15-minute and the 15-minute alone. That thing is mooning now. Like, now you're, like, attempting to break out. The 4 hour. 4 hours just saying, hey, I'm going to moon. I'm not going to wait to touch the 21-day moving average, which is very rare. In my studies, like, it's just very rare. You don't see it like this, but that's, I mean, that's tempting to break out right there of a flag. Clear as day, and that could get started for a massive move up. You're close enough. Usually you get a little closer, though, and you touch that 21. You know? It's unlikely that you get a huge pump right now, but it could happen. MACD just turning on the 1 hour time frame. This is a flag. So here's the deal. Like, now you look for a flag on, like, the smaller time frame. So if you see, like, the 1 hour wants to moon, you look for, like, another flag here on, like, the 1 minute. The 1 minute can flag out, then you can scalp that and then continue to move the stop loss and try to get the bigger move out of the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour is just overbought on the Stokes, telling me that it's, wow. That nice pump, though, for, you gotta, you know. Kind of was a shoulder inverted. I guess you could, even just here, you could have just placed it in here on the 1 hour. Kind of in a nice bull pennant, technically. Look at that. You could have held both of those, or you could have brought it up here. Whatever you wanted to do, really. Because both shapes are valid. And TA never stops. Learning TA never stops. Look, they got 31,000 now. They want to go to that 30,500. They want to go to this 30,630. You can see, I mean, next stop for liquidity. Nice pump for Bitcoin. Back to 30,470. Just sitting at 30,100 this morning. 30,098 when we began the live stream. I don't like how the Stokes are getting a little too high, but that's a great place to take some profits, in my humble opinion. But again, you do whatever makes you happy. I'd be looking for some type of flag on the 1 minute chart now. Same thing I was waiting for on the 4 hour. The 21 to interact with price action. We kind of already have a scalp kind of waiting here that we could play. If price action can play into our favor. I want to look at the total market cap. But Dimitra making gains, baby. So total market cap also had the hidden bullish divergence. It was actually even more established here on the 3-day chart. Look at that. I mean, it was apparent. It was obviously apparent there. And that says we should get a high above the high inside of the zone. So we should end up breaking this high further to the upside. That's what we should be getting. MACD about to cross, falling volume with falling price. And then the tight moving average is up to the 200 SMA. We're basically above the 200 SMA now on Bitcoin, but Bitcoin can front run the total market cap, which is interesting. Sometimes I'll see Bitcoin do something that the total market cap hasn't, and there we have the move, right? But for the most part, they're pretty much structured the same way, and we just need to make this high. We got to get above $1.26 trillion. So lovely that the market cap didn't go below $1 trillion, held above it. It breaks that zone. I mean, we're out of this. We're out of this. What's funny is when you're in a bear market for so long, when you finally get out of it, you don't even believe it. You're like, how is it even possible? Volatility is pretty crazy today for a Friday. Look at that. A lot of movement, a lot of volume. A lot of people wishing they got into Bitcoin below 30K, and now they're like, dang, I got to spend 30,000. And you had a chance to buy it at 25 just a couple days ago. 23,800, 24, 26,000, 27,000. And, you know, your emotions got you stuck and you didn't make the move. That's what happens. All you can do is say, next time I'm going to get it. I'm going to have more control over my emotions. I'm not going to let them win. But, you know, it all depends. It all depends. It's not easy, baby. If trading was easy, everyone would be doing it. It's not easy to handle your emotions every single day, have control, learn the technical analysis, fight through all the ups and downs before you get there, go through the mental pain, the emotional anguish, and then even just the learning curve of trying to figure out technical analysis. And then eventually you get somewhere and you're at another level. But it takes a long time. And it's not easy. And whoever tells you it's easy, get away from them, because it's not. It's one of the hardest things you'll ever do in your life, become a trader, a profitable trader, and do it for a living. And then consistently do it over and over again, even when it looks like it's not going to happen. And continuously go every single day, no matter what. That's going to make you the trader that, and then all the losses get turned into wins. Because you can't win without losing. Because you can't learn without losing. All right? You have to fail. That's how you learn. That's how you succeed, is through failing. Okay? Remember these days. Remember these words. Because I'm not going to be here forever. All right? The Lifer's not going to be on forever. There will be a day where the Lifer Crypto Show changes. Something happens. I get a deal. I go once a week. Who knows what goes on? But there's going to be a day. Or it's not going to be, I'm not going to be able to give you the call every day. I'm not going to be able to go over the coin every day. I'm not going to be able to show you everything that I'm seeing. So you got to take in what I'm putting down and make sure that you're using it to your advantage. So when the time is right, you can take it and use it. Don't take me for granted, I'm telling you right now, because I won't always be here. I tell that to the haters the most because, man, they're missing out on some of the best TA they could ever get in their lives, So now we want to look for coins that are getting close or staying above the 200 SMA. Like HICOOLCATS. Once you get above the 200 SMA, only a matter of time. But this could start to pump. So I like that you're above the 200 SMA in the 4. You broke out, length of the base of the triangle to the upside. And now you're just looking for some type of flag here on the 4-hour time frame. And if you can get a flag, this will continue to the upside. I'd watch HICOOLCATS for a possible 45% gain too from that swing position. And it gets above this resistance, and it can make a move. HICOOLCATS. So what I do here now is I set alerts. One in the middle, one near the end, one like somewhere in the center of this area here. When that alert hits, it lets me know what's going down. I can either move the alert a little bit over. Sometimes I'm a little too far. There we go. And you can see the blue, you can see the alerts on the line. And when price action crosses the line, it's going to let me know. Pretty simple, right? And then I'm going to be able to see where we're at on a smaller time frame. Execute, execute, execute. Wow, DAG, Constellation Dow. So we saw some, all coins are getting a little bit of love back. See, Secret Network, it gets back above this 200 SMA. This thing can make a move too. So that's definitely something on my radar too as well. And so it's all about alerts right now. I'm setting alerts. I'm setting traps. I'm setting, I'm going through all my different coins that I'm looking at. And I'm starting to make, okay, I like it here. I like it there. Okay, here's an idea. And based on years of watching different price action. Like Mana 3L looks like it could pump up to the 200 SMA. You got a bit of a cup and handle here. That alert already went off. It's too close. But I wouldn't be surprised if we did pump up to the 200 SMA here and got the move. 77% gains. It's what happens when you make these gaps away with the 21 and the 200 SMA. You eventually close the gaps back up. Shout out to the 622 people on the live. 398 likes. Show your appreciation by hitting that like button. Let people know that you like cryptocurrency. You're watching a crypto show. Let them know that you like it. Let people know that this is where you're at. This is where you want to be. And this is the information that you want to obtain. All right? Back to 390, but holding 30,400. Bitcoin just doing very well right now, comparatively. We live and we learn. We have BRC20 stuff in the trading group. We have elite charters in the trading group. I have my stuff. You have the learning library where you can post your first charts ever. You got to post your first chart ever in the trading group. That's how you're going to get to the next level. I'm telling you right now. It's going to change your life. You're going to be like, wow, I posted my first chart. Then it played out. Then I did this. Then I did that. You're just going to slowly get more and more acclimated with trading. It's going to change the way you see the world. It really is. And then I'm going to scan the markets daily, looking for the best possible setups that have the most volume, the most tech, the good ideas. We're going to use token metrics to see what they're talking about. Every single week, we're going to scan other markets. And I am privy to information that you just may not have, and I'm going to be able to keep feeding it to you every single day. This is technically a breakout right now, TRIAS. It's above the 200 SMA. It looks like it could continue to pump. About to get a golden cross. 4-hour stochastics are still pointing to the upside. DMTR looks like this. Sorry, DMTR, not TRIAS. DMTR looks like this thing can continue to the upside. Technically buying a breakout, which I don't like to do. So I'd look for a smaller time frame flag, something. And I build it preemptively. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be perfect with it, but I build it and set alerts. You know, so when I see a 4-hour has legs, I do the same thing with the smaller time frame. I'm all about getting in on and in the proper way, not chasing. We don't want to chase. We don't want to chase. Oh my God, Bitcoin just flew. Bitcoin just did a massive move up. Hold on. If that's correct, Bitcoin just hit 30,600 out of nowhere. Oh my God. Now I'm like FOMOing because I'm like, I missed the move. That's what happens. You get a little emotional. You're like, man, now it didn't. I was patiently waiting, and Bitcoin just kind of skyrocketing out of control right now. Wow. And BOOKMAP showed us that there was liquidity at 30,005, and we nailed it pretty fast. Right off the bat for BOOKMAP, it said, hey, there's liquidity up there. I can grab it. And then it squeezed all the shorts yet again. 30,700. Wow, we could be going to 31,000 right now. Massive pump for Bitcoin. And I didn't call this one. I wish I did. Honestly, we saw it start a little bit. Then it got a little crazier, and then it just continued to pump. Now it's getting out of control. Wow. Technically, it was the 1 minute, made this tiny little flag, and then pumped out of the flag to the upside. Wow, measured move takes you to 30,769. There we go. For bitty Bitcoin. That's a breakout. So hold on. I got to look at it on another chart for a second. Wow, what a move for Bitcoin today. So let's take a look here. And what it's doing, it's using this as a really nice previous resistance becoming support. It basically just SR flipped. Look at the 8 hour though. The 8 hour is saying, hey, that it's got to get a pullback at one point. It's getting extended. Clearly broke out of the fallen wedge. Shorts are just getting rocked. I would not want to be short today. You could say the 4 hour got close enough to the 21. Didn't get where I would like to see it get closer, but the 4 hour looks like it can rip. So we have to call that a breakout now. Clearly a breakout. And now we can't chase. We got to look for the flag. So I was trying to get earlier. Guess there was a 7-minute, 5-minute flag there. But now we watch for this to flag out. If this can make a good flag, touch the 21-day, and I'm just going to open it up and let the 4 hour ride, because the 4 hour looks like it can continue to rip now. Wow, 30,006. The volatility is crazy right now on a Friday afternoon. Bitcoin getting massive moves up to the upside. So I'm going to watch this, again, you can't get excited. You can't let your emotions. So now we want to see this sideways price action. If it does that, boom. And then the measured move would take you to 31,350 and sayonara on the smaller time frame. I mean, you think about big money's moving in now. And big money's been accumulating Bitcoin the last 6-7 weeks, right? Addresses with 1,000 Bitcoins have been growing. Addresses that haven't moved their Bitcoin in a long time had just been adding Bitcoin. So the smart money just continues to load up on BTC. Wow, 30,750. And you look at this getting crazy right now. More shorts just got liquidated. I mean, we had 100. They're saying 14,000. No. Yeah, 285,000. Basically, trying to say 1.4 Bitcoin. 1.4 million. I mean, they just rocked a lot of shorts yet again. People just felt like, oh, they have to short. It's so simple. It's just not that simple to short the market after a big pump. If it was that easy, then everyone would just do the same thing and it would be that simple. It's not that simple. It doesn't work like that. You got to have a strategy that you use every day, in and out, no matter what. Like my strategy, waiting for the 21 to touch, waiting for the flags to fill out. There's got to be something that slows you down and makes price action come to your strategy. You can't be chasing other people. You can't be chasing price action. You just can't. And it hurts because you're like, man, I could have made that. I wish I would have, should have, could have. Just forget about it and move on. And the faster you're able to reset and take control, the more control you're going to have. Remember that. Wow, 30,750. So now we look for some type of flag on the 5-minute time frame. If we're bullish, we're going to go sideways and continue to the upside. It's not just going to go straight up. I mean, it can, but it's unlikely. Wow, 860 Bitcoin just on a tear. It wants 31,000. Like it wants that liquidity. And see how they bring the price right to their orders. 30,009. Wow, Bitcoin is just going straight up now, and like this is just insane. Wow. I should have opened up a long. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It is what it is, though. I don't even like using those words. I'm learning right now, and we'll take it to the next level. Wow, there it goes to 31,000. Can you believe that? It went right into that liquidity bar that BOOKMAP had showed us earlier. So just by trading BOOKMAP alone and nothing else, would have been able to long that to the upside. Well, now this guy just built another order at 31,100. So, like, he's trying to... Now they're getting funny. It's like, well, maybe I'll be able to sell the bigger order up there. Wow, price action is just going at it right now. Bitcoin getting the pump. Shout out to everybody here watching Bitcoin pump to the upside. Let's go, baby. Let's go. On a Friday. This is what we live for. We live for these pumps in Bitcoin. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Wow, 30,850. I'm just pissed I didn't call the long, you know? It's got to flag out at one point. It's got to flag out at one point, but that was a clean breakout. 4 hour, whatever time frame you're on, I mean, that was a clean breakout. It was mostly consolidating sideways. You could see a breakout was coming. I just felt like it was going to take its time to go more sideways, and then the 4 hour was going to get the move. I did see a breakout coming. I just didn't see it coming that fast. Even I don't get it every time. Wow, what a move. I'm happy I bought as much Bitcoin as I did on the lows, you know. I'm just surprised at the volatility, like the amount of orders coming in right now. Wow. Shout out to the 700 people on the live. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. My name is Samuel James Price. I've been trading for 15 years. First time I ever touched a trade, I just bought something, didn't know what I was doing. Then I started swing trading. Then I started buying gold and silver bars. Then I started trading ETFs. Then I figured out how to get into gold and silver mining companies in the Toronto Stock Exchange, started trading the TSX. Then I got into something for $2,500, turned into about $9,000. I was able to flip that into Canopy Grow Corp. When it was at $1.78 Canadian, it would go to $30 or more. Changed my life. And then I would find Bitcoin, and then the rest is kind of history. I joined a trading group, get educated. I joined a trading class too and a course. I spent my money, got myself ready to go, and now I'm here. Since I was 25 years old, I wanted to change my life financially with investing in cryptocurrency, in finance. Just not even just cryptocurrency, just finance in general. And by the age of 40 years old, I was able, to be self-sufficient, financially free, and to do what I want to do with my life. So I can teach you to do the same, and how to entrepreneur, how to use the internet. So many different ideas that we're always going over here on the channel. I'd be looking for some type of flag at one point. You got to go sideways at one point. Nothing goes straight up. Then you look for what's called consolidation, sideways consolidation here. 5-minute flag stays sharp, then we can continue. The 4 hour is just getting started. So the 4 hour suggests that a bigger move could be coming for Bitcoin. Wouldn't be surprised if we went to 31, 32,000 pretty fast. The measured move here will take you to 31.6, 31,600. Thank you for the super chat and the love. Thank you for the subscriptions. Shout out to everybody here. Right back to the 414. Let's go, SEC. Future Bart Simpson pattern, guessing. They probably will stack up shorts against 31,000. Right back to the 414, 23 high. 1 day cup and handle on the Matic to about 75 cents. Lots of liquidity about to get pulled out to cover the stock market crash. I don't know what you're talking about, man. For some reason, I can send a super chat with a message on my computer, but on my phone, it doesn't let me send a super chat with a message. 3180 is my next level. Hoping to fill 34K CME gap. Yeah, the 31,000. Yeah. Link and algo trades ripping. I'm just glad my spot bags are pumping while I'm trying to short. You're funny. Careful of tweezers at the 4 hour change. I see 32.5. Sir, how can I be smart like you? I have no idea, man. Just eat your Wheaties. Not sure if you answered, but what laptop do you use? I use a Rogue, ROG, Asus, right? I believe. Republic of Gaming. It's the best, man. Just saw a little mark on it. I'm like, what is that? I'll be right back. I use a desktop PC, but for a laptop brand, I set important only specs. You need something modern with 16 gigabyte RAM, then the screen size and resolution that works for you. CFX and Mass seems to always have a surefire long for me anytime we get a massive dump. I know Gary Gensler is looking at the Bitcoin chart right now, mad as hell. We're finally getting that pullback. So just wait it out and look for the flag on the 5. Don't make any drastic decisions when trading. Write down what you're going to do. Say the 4 hour looks good. I'm setting a flag for this. This looks good. I'm setting a flag for that. Just write down what you want to do. Follow through with your plan. Pretty simple. Like stay on topic. Stay focused. You mentioned CFX. I want to take a look at that. Conflux. I mean, this just got above the 200 SMA. My old system tells me to, basically even get in somewhere now with a stop loss below the 200 SMA and see if this thing can just fly and get a huge move to the upside. Follow Bitcoin and just rip. The people that were buying in the bears, where no one was paying attention, the people that were convicted on their bags, the people that were stuck on what they were doing, okay, the people that get rewarded, it's just that simple. I would watch for Conflux to make a huge move here above the 200 SMA. Boom. You could backtest it. You could do it over and over again until one of it sticks, and then it pays for like the losses of a four or five. So you don't have to win 3 out of 10 trades. You don't have to win every single trade. I like Conflux here above the 200 SMA. CFX. That's something that could make some gains. Wow, the volatility is crazy right now. BOOKMAP is just absolutely out of control. Look at that. 30,660, 670. Shout out to the 687 people on the live. 391 people. Bitcoin doing damage. Why is this time different? Why do I believe Bitcoin is bottom for sure? Well, I believe Bitcoin is bottom because of the weekly bullish divergence. I know you look at me like, how could one... But I've backtested it on multiple assets throughout the world, and it doesn't make any sense. That's the spot. And I try to, I teach a bunch of concepts. I teach a class tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I teach class every single Saturday morning. I teach a class. So if this doesn't make any sense to you, and it's only $99. If you're in the trading group, it's $60. I'm basically giving away my knowledge, which I shouldn't be. I should charge more. I really should. But I give away my knowledge so you can be on the same level as me, so more people can understand. Look, they got orders at 31,000. They got orders at 31,300. This may not be over yet. Based on the liquidity, it's suggesting that we do go higher. Pretty crazy. I'd be watching the flag on the 5-minute time frame here, maybe even the 1 minute. That last little flag bump. Now the 1 minute wants to make another little flag. When in doubt, watch the smaller time frames. I'm waiting for the 5 minute to make an actual flag here. That 1 minute could jam though. I've seen the 1 minute just do crazy damage. So let's stick for a second on this 1 minute. Let me clean this up. Thank you so much for the love. Is that a super chat? I couldn't tell. I'm just so focused right now. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. Please subscribe to the channel. Jump on in today. On our way to 50,000 subs. We want 50,000 so bad. Been so hard to get to 44,000. It's been like a bear market struggle, man. I need all the help I can get from all the lovers of life, all the YouTubers out there, everyone else out there that's following me. I need as much support as I can get from each and every one of you. This is an organic. We don't pay for nothing. We don't buy ads. This is all organic. You definitely give a lot away here, so I will have to join before you raise the price. Knowledge is all well. The main trick is to stop emotions. Amen. SRM, please, says my man. The daily is ready to rip more. It is. Bitcoin to 45,000. The whales are in. Bull run, baby. Lifers to the top, baby. 333. 444 is a bad omen. Oh, come on. Is it better to look at Bitcoin USD? It doesn't matter. My favorite to watch, I like to watch USD Tether on Binance. It just has the most liquidity. But I'll watch USD on Coinbase too. They're both the same. It doesn't matter. Join the 99 and be on time. Crypto Bear Baker. Stop wasting your time and join the 99. Someone asked about SRM. Thank you. And Brent sent $1. Brent, we love you, brother. Thank you so much for the $1 super chat. May God bless you for doing that. Let's go. TB12. Bitcoin ripping. I know, right? Everyone loves to say it's ripping. Bro, you're one of the best. You should have way more subs, in my opinion. Give it a few years. Shout out to Sin Games. Yeah, I don't worry about it. We're going to get there. Leverage Bitcoin Futures ETF to start trading Tuesday. Really? Lakochi Coker Super Chats, man. Change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Amen. 4 is the death in the Chinese. 8 is fortune. Luck in Asian cultures. When you see a lot of 8s in crypto, I think we should short. What do you say? I wouldn't short that. No, I'd flag it out on the 5-minute time frame. That's exactly what I do. I do the same thing over and over again. That's what I do. I don't know what you do over here. I do the same thing over and over again over here till it makes sense. And I know what time frames to use at the right time. I know when to use the 1 minute, the 5 minute, the 7. Knowing which time frames are the most helpful at the moment is the most helpful thing. Like, that's really going to change the way you trade. Knowing when to use those time frames. Like, you switch to the 1 minute when price action is just really, really moving really fast because you can't see what's happening on the bigger time frames. They can't convey the message to you. They can't show it to you. So you need the bigger time frames. Shout out to the $50 in chat revenue. Shout out to the 410 likes, 686 people on the live. We love you. We thank you so much. And, jump into class. Link in the description to class, or email cryptolifers@gmail.com. Say, I'd like to join the class tomorrow. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. Cryptolifers@gmail.com. Say, I'd like to join the class tomorrow for $100. You can pay with PayPal, cryptocurrency, or with a credit card on PayPal, whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. We are there standing by, waiting for you to jump on into class. I'm telling you right now, it'll blow your mind. Class tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 3-hour-long class. Give you a PowerPoint, a 9-point checklist, everything I look at before I get into a trade. How I see things are overbought, how I see things are oversold, how I use them on a macro scale, a micro scale. How I use different time frames to corroborate the story. What is support and resistance? What is trend analysis? How am I using these two things together? What's my 9-point checklist? Why do I get into a trade? What am I looking for? All this and more if you join the class tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I'm telling you right now, it'll blow your mind. $99. Invest in yourself for the first time in your life. Invest in yourself. And not in some college course that someone told you to take. Not something that you think is going to help you. This is what you found. This is your love. You're on YouTube. You found me. You like it. Get more knowledge. I'm here teaching every single day. Imagine what we're going to teach in the class. So I didn't get to promote the class enough recently. So I just want everyone to know we do have class tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. I didn't even, really, really push it all week. So, wow, Bitcoin it's booming, man. 30,830. The world wants Bitcoin, and they didn't get enough. All right, and they told you it was trash, so people didn't realize that it was the best, and they got people freaked out. They did their job. They scared people out of Bitcoin, but you know what? When everyone realizes what happened, they're going to run back into Bitcoin like you wouldn't believe. And they're going to be like, how dare you tell me Bitcoin was not the one? Because it was the one the whole time. Right? Telling you, granted this 1 minute, we should kind of stall out here at 30,800. Start to make some type of flag on the 15 minute. I mean on the 5, sorry. The 50-minute just absolutely exploded. Look at that thing. It was low on the stochastics. Boom. If you just trade low stochastics over and over again, eventually you get the big one. You know what I mean? Eventually you get the big one. That's how it works. So I like CFX above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour. And you got to pay attention while you're thinking about missing a Bitcoin trade. You could be planning for your next bigger trade too. So that's why you can't be in that FOMO emotional state. You got to be ready to move at all times. I'd be saying this has to flag out at one point. I mean, the 1 minute could continue to pump. I've seen it, but it's more likely that this 5 minute flag at least makes a little bit of a flag here. It gives us our entry for that 4-hour. 4-hour now has dang near a bullish engulfer, right? Wow, $30,800. Bitcoin just doing lovely right now. Absolutely lovely. You really have to watch this 1 minute. They're just squeezing these shorts. Looking for the bearish divvy. You don't really see it. $31,400. It's intense right now. That's why I'm quiet right now. It's like we're all watching, but price action is out of control. I mean, you don't need to say much when Bitcoin's doing all the talking. You know, 30,860 on the move here. This guy still has this big order down here. I believe he takes it away. He's not going to get it filled, I don't believe. He was hoping, but some bigger whales had some bigger plans. 31.4 is the next closest liquidity grab. It's likely we're going there, in my humble opinion. And shout out to the 677 on the 77. Look at that. 677 viewers on the 77. 681 really, but appreciate the $70 in chat revenue. You people are amazing. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate it. This looks like it's just going to pump no matter what. Small time frames until they show us a bearish div and something starts to, you know, swing up to swing up. And there's a bearish divergence there. Because that's going to swing up. Well, that swings down and you're getting overbought. Eventually, you got to have a slowdown on the 1 and then a flag on the 15, on the 5. And then we can kind of build from there. But you watch this flag until you don't have to. Yeah, it's at 9 now. It really wants 31,000. This measured move is 31,480, 450. Wow. Bitcoin monster. 30,099. Oh, there it goes. 991. Big orders. Just people are muscling their way in right now. They're like, no, I'm buying in. I'm buying in. These are the times to buy Bitcoin as much as humanly possible. Think about it. It was just 15,000, not like just 4 months ago. It's doubled up. My dad would have been happy today. He'd be like, oh, Bitcoin went up. Good for you. Bitcoin Cash 3L made a move. Very select altcoins are going to pump when Bitcoin pumps, though. Just one thing to think about, you know. Sorry to say. You got to let Bitcoin take the show, and then eventually it'll fall back. That brings me to the news. No matter what, though, we got some news. We'll have the news with the crickets in the background. Hi, my name is Samuel James Price, and I have a show, the Crypto Lifer Show, every single day. I go over crypto and the news and just talk about the charts, everything that's happening, collaborations with different companies. My name is Samuel Price. Every single day, I have a show called the Crypto Lifer Show, and I go over the news every single day. I'm the Crypto Lifer. The people watching are the lifers. Together, we make the best show on the internet. I want to break it down, and we want to see what's happening. Our new exchange is coming out. Are big companies collaborating with each other? Is Web3 integrating into a big behemoth on the Fortune 500 sector? You never know. These are the news. This is the stuff we're going to talk about and bring to you every single day. So let's break it down. Today, Japan's largest bank, MUFG, to introduce stablecoins anchored to global currencies. One of Japan's most prominent banks, Mitsubishi UF Financial Group, has announced its intention to issue global stablecoins linked to various foreign currencies, notably the United States dollar. To accomplish this, the financial powerhouse will utilize its BOOKMAP platform for minting these coins. Since the beginning of June, Japan has implemented a new law allowing licensed banks, trust companies, and registered money transfer agents in the country to legally issue these cryptocurrencies. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. By establishing itself a global hub for stablecoin issuance, Japan has positioned itself to support the expansion of decentralized internet and Web3 companies. The strategic move is expected to open up lucrative opportunities within the digital realm, allowing the nation to explore and benefit from potential growth in the space. I mean, the biggest bank in Japan issuing stablecoins on global currencies. Huge deal. And you can just see that crypto is going to take over. It's getting bigger and bigger. This adds to the narrative for Bitcoin. This adds to all the interoperable coins that you can use send it to this wallet, buy from here. And it makes Web3 more accessible to the world. This is a big deal. I'm excited for this. If this doesn't get you excited, I don't know what does. That's amazing. Staked ETH hit 2 million milestone, doubling since the start of the year. 30 billion is currently being used to stake Ethereum. Ethereum has reached another milestone, over 23.5 million Ethereum deposited for staking. Staking is the process of locking up a cryptocurrency in a proof-of-stake blockchain to contribute to the network security and earn rewards. Similar to depositing cash in a high-yield accounts at big banks, staking enables token holders to earn passive income on their assets without having to sell or trade them. The more people who stake, the more secure the blockchain becomes. ETH's price is heavily dependent on its value against the US dollar. In November 2021, when the price of ETH was reached an all-time high at 4,400, there had only been 8.2 million staked ETH, which is roughly 15 billion locked in the network. Currently, ETH price around 1,800, over 38 billion is being used to secure the network. Although the validators have the opportunity to stake ETH since the ETH merge in September last year, staking didn't grow dramatically in popularity until the SHILL upgrade, which enabled withdrawals. There's been a net inflow of 3.6 million staked ETH, 6.9 billion following the Shanghai upgrade, showing that the interest in Ethereum blockchain has remained at an all-time high. The total circulating supply of Ethereum is currently 120 million ETH, and staked ETH makes up roughly 19% of all the Ether on-chain. This is equivalent to roughly 6.4 of Bitcoin's market capitalization fully staked in Ethereum. In fact, staked ETH is becoming so popular that the raw number of ETH staked on the Ethereum blockchain is about to surpass the total amount of ETH that is kept on all cryptocurrency exchanges. Dude, more ETH staked than you can get on the exchange. That makes it scarce. That makes people more excited. That's a big deal. That gets me going. I don't know about you, but that's interesting. That is interesting. Wow. That gets me kind of like, dang, ETH's going to get scarce if it's so much of it being staked like that. Bitcoin Cash spikes to 4-month high. Open interest rises to 77%. We talked about it earlier today. We went over it. We showed a chart. Bitcoin Cash, one of the 4 assets listed on Citadel-backed exchange EDX this week, and we talked about that earlier today already, talking about how EDX is going to have Bitcoin Cash up there, which is, front running it a little bit. Bitcoin Cash surged by 36% in the past 3 days. After EDX, the exchange backed by Fidelity, Schwab, and Citadel, listed the token alongside Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. So it picked the main stakeholders there: Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. The past 24 hours has increased more than 10% to $143, its highest level since February, according to CoinDesk data. Open interest, a metric used to assess the nominal value of open trades on a specific asset, has risen by 77% to a 9-month high, 135 million, according to Coinalyze data. And you can check this out on Coinalyze. I've been seeing some more and more people use Coinalyze, which is free too, which is pretty cool. You can see I don't use it a lot because, just... And we'll check out Coinalyze.net. And you can see open interest funding rate. You can just see kind of what's getting more love than the others, right? Who's got the most open interest? I mean, you got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, right? Change in the last 24 hours, up 29%. Thresholds up too, pretty nicely. Turbo, Wojak getting that move, 19%. VeChain, Luna, Zilliqua, Terra Luna, Anchor, Chainlink. So these are some coins that you may want to pay attention to. They have a lot of open interest. Open interest change for Threshold, 639%. Pretty fast. So that has like the most, really, of any coin. Numerare also got a move. Gifto, oldie but goodie, Turbo, Bitcoin, and there's Bitcoin Cash sitting with 49% extended in the open interest. So it's a cool way to kind of find out what's happening with Coinalyze.net, which is free, which you can just find that out right from the news. Everyone, that's the news. That's going to kind of help us navigate and see what coins may be more popular throughout the week too. That adds volume, that adds liquidity, and that can help a trade. So thank you so much for watching the news. We'll be back tomorrow with more news every single day. So Bitcoin finally got the little bit of a slump here. Attempted to pump up on the one. Still held the chart though, held that vision. But now we have that, we have that swing up, that swing down. We got that little bit of bearish divergence that we were looking for. And now, I believe, is the time we can eventually map out this 5-minute flag here. But again, the rally is not over. This may still continue to rally. I just want to make that clear. We're just looking for some type of sideways price action in this rally before it continues to pump. You'd be looking for the 5-minute to eventually come and kiss this 21-day moving average. The more lateral, the better. Meaning the price action can still steadily move up while it goes sideways. It's more bullish for the asset. So we're looking for this to kind of cool off, the stochastics to reset, and we want to see the 21-touch price action, and then we can continue this rally further to the upside. So I'll be watching this for my trading group. This is something that I'll be staring at throughout the day, and this is why the trading group is great, because even when the show ends, you're still going to get your updates for Bitcoin. I'm going to whether I post a screen and give you a paragraph about what I'm seeing, or whether I post an actual video update, you're going to know what I see happening for Bitcoin. So let me jump back into the chat. How's the chat doing? How you all doing today? How is everybody kicking it? Superchats, .VRA, SRM, fan funding chat. We went over Polkadot, or maybe not in depth. Let me take a look at VRA and SRM. All right. And I don't know why people are screaming about a double top when Bitcoin really is just getting above huge resistance areas, and it has a giant bullish divergence on the weekly chart. So veracity. I remember someone asking about this yesterday or the day before, and we went over it. Oh, yeah, and I was saying I would love veracity if it could break above this level, right? But it's a little overbought right now, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came down to the bottom of the channel. So we look at it on a bigger time frame and break it down. Right now it is overbought getting overbought on the daily. It doesn't mean it's over. It could still get a bit of a move here, but it's right where Bitcoin was at, right? Let's look at our 4-hour time frame. I mean, what I like about it is the same kind of scenario that we talked about, right? It's above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. That's likely to get it a bit of a move and continue. Like, that's when things really get pretty hot and heavy, and it's getting oversold with a breakout here. This thing could continue, and then what it would do is it would break out of this bigger wedge that it's been sitting into as well. So this tells me that this is going to happen. The move is kind of getting ready, but you just got to wait for the 15 minutes. So I'd flag out the 15 minute. And again, you see, I'm kind of going over my style a lot today. So like my advanced course, really, which I'm giving away for free every single day here. But what I would be doing is I'm watching. I like the 4-hour. 4-hour looks great. It broke out already. I'd be basically buying a breakout. So I'm going to flag out the 15 minute with an alert. I'm going to wait for that alert to hit, right? And then if the alert hits and the market structure sits well, then I'm ready to rock, all right? I'm ready to go for more. And that's one thing that I'm looking for. Yeah, Bitcoin just absolutely out of control now. 31,000. And honestly, like, this was like a hard move to track. It just, smaller time frames, it just went out of control. It just went out of control. Honestly, it was these little flags here on the 1 minute that you needed to play. 31,000. Look at that. Wow, we just boomed all the way up to 31,000. And honestly, it was Bookmap. Bookmap gave us the liquidity. Bookmap suggesting that we were going to go higher. That was a hard move to catch, though. We didn't flag out enough on the smaller time frames. It just kind of went out of control. Massive short squeeze for the shorts. Went all the way up to the 31,000. It went into 31,600, really. It looks like it touched that area on the futures exchanges. Unbelievable. New 4-hour, 5 minutes. Please, no tweezer tops. July 1 now, program also July 1st. Get ready, friends. Where's the music, Lifer? Pump it up. Well, we were doing the news. So I keep attempting to kind of track this on the 1 minute time frame, and it's almost been impossible. I guess right there, the 30-second was in this rising wedge. And there was the base of the triangle to the upside. This is out of control. You need like a smaller time frame to watch this thing. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. $31,000 Bitcoin. Crazy, right? Craziness. The 4-hour was bullish. And it was just getting started. Look at the size of that candle on the 4-hour now. I can't believe we were sitting here at the beginning of the live stream right there at 30,100, just kind of kicking it. And we just slowly got a little move, and then I kept watching the flags, and I said, I'd wait for a flag, and this thing just ripped in my face. I'm kind of pissed because I didn't get a chance to get in there. I mean, what an explosive move for Bitcoin. 31,300. This is not stopping. Like, this is out of control. Like, where is the end on this? Like, this is just a rally on rallies. 30-second flag continuing to the upside now. There's like nothing else you can do but watch these flags just rip. I'd be taking profits at this point. I mean, come on now, right? Getting a bigger bearish divergence here as this swings down and that swings up. It's got to cool off at one point. Wow. Unbelievable. Shout out to the 633 people on the live. Massive pump for Bitcoin. And this is the place to be if you want to assess the situation. You want to figure out what's happening. You know? At the end of the day, I mean, that was a tight channel. And you had a measured move, which was the base of the triangle. The base of the flag. If you just trade patterns and nothing else, no indicators at all, nailed this puppy, right? Nailed this move to the upside. You're sporting a bearish divergence now, but you broke that high nicely, right? So that's now could be support. 30,500 could now be your support. Wow. If you want this information, we teach class every single, the last Saturday of every month from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Jump into class tomorrow. Email cryptolifers@gmail.com. Don't play yourself. Get the knowledge that you need. I could pass away tomorrow or the day after, and you'll never be able to take the class again. So take the class while you can. Look, now they got liquidity spread at 30,800, 32K. These guys still think they're going to get down to 29. Look, they're hanging out down here, but they're probably flabbergasted. Like, whoa, are we going to get these orders filled? I mean, this order says we're going to 31,800. It says we go higher. That's why I drew via the morning update. That's what I saw. You encouraged my idea. Amen, man. Shout out to Stack McChange. Feels like a good place to long on the retest. Are you able to answer my super chat question? What was your super chat? I don't know what the question was. Bears, where you at? Where the Bears at? No cool off. Rocket Bitcoin. It is time now. Right? Massive pump. Look at that. 4 hours. 4 hours just getting started. Like, the 4 hours just getting started. It's like, hey, I want to do damage to the upside here. Going to 40K. They ran for the caves. 3-minute flag. Bears are here, shorting from 31.8. This is crazy. Bears are relaxing by the pool. You get in the class via the website or through Gmail. Highly recommend it. Do it through Gmail. 24 hours you can't do it. So 24 hours up until the link doesn't work. Yeah. Just made $500 on Pepe in less than 20 minutes. New 4-hour will be the test of an arrow or boomerang. It was about MEXC spot trading, how to set a stop loss and take profit. We do that using Alt Tradie. Sign up to my free. I have a class on that in my group, and it's free. If you join my server for free, jump on in right now. Join my server for free, all right, on Discord. 37,000 inbound. Send it. Meme stream. Bear's going to short their house away at this point. I still don't think we bottomed yet, and this is the Bitcoin first real bear market. Hey, man, anything's possible. YouTube now have the fan funding drop-down menu. It's a chat to see. Oh, yeah. I like that. Join the trading group. I am completely in profit since joining the trading group in January 20. All of my Bitcoin buys are in the black. Next generational wealth is happening. I mean, you nailed so many good Bitcoin buys. You did a great job. Have you ever checked out Okotoki? It shows the order books from the top exchanges. I like how it's set up. Okotok. Okotoki? I don't know what that is. Never heard of it in my life. Like it shows you Binance USD, shows you all the order books here. See, I personally don't like that setup. It kind of throws my mind off, but you finally got the bearish divvy here on the 4 hour a little bit. 1 hour is so overbought. Usually you touch that 21 before you get that pump. You got close to it this time and still got the pump, which is rare. It's rare. Wow, we went to 31,000. I still can't. I'm in shock right now. Who here is in shock of the move for Bitcoin? It says 32.8, 31,008, 31,009, 32,000 still on the cards there. Still on the card for BOOKMAP. Like these little flags just keep pumping on the 1 minute. That could happen right now to 31,894. It really could. I'm watching the 1 minute right now for Bitcoin. Thank you, OMAC. Thank you, The Bombo, for SRM. Thank you, Righteous. Dopamine Wave Pool. Can you show you would set up a stop loss and take profit when spot trading on MEXC? I would use alt trading, and I have a video for that that's free. Like, it's a free video, everyone. Please, like, it's free. Oh, sorry. My man. It's a free video. Right here. Watch first. It's a free video of how to set up support and resistance. Important risk management guide right there. And alt smitty trade tutorial, alt trading, smart trade tutorial, alt smitty. Use that. And you can use that, and it's going to show you how to do it on KuCoin, but it's the same everywhere else. It doesn't change, you know? And we're going to be in the money, everyone. We're going to be in the money, baby. Live from my man, Assalamu alaikum. Just drop by to show some love. If you can give us a look at the macro VRA picture for the next 1 to 2 years, I appreciate it. If not, all good, though. Hope you have a blessed weekend. Shout out to Adam Awa. Thank you for the love. Ordinals, time to DCA or wait for a pullback? I don't know. That's a good question. Join the trading group. All my Bitcoin buys are in the black. In the black or in the red? Oh, yeah, in the black, I guess. Black is good. Have you ever checked out Okotoki? It shows order books from the top exchanges. I like how it's set up. Shout out to M. Craig's 007. God bless you. And are you a woman? Is that a girl picture there? You never know, right? These days. But shout out to you. I love women who trade. A lot of women traders out there. We need more, though. Small brewing happening. Big money coming in. Juice from the berry. What do you think about Polkadot? And we talked about Polkadot. Live, I got my boy Swifty. Yep. Shout out to all the super chats. You people are amazing. You know, of the 700 people that came to the live, only so many people hit that super chat. So I really, really, really feel blessed. Pump City, baby. I know, right? Super Friday. What's your prediction on ETH BTC? Do you use Revolut to buy crypto and stocks, bro? No, I never heard of it. I'm a woman and an ERRN by night. Oh, wow. That's amazing. God bless you for what you do. Thank you. An ER registered nurse. Wow. Bitcoin letting alts catch up before the next move. And that's me just as a more of an art piece. Amazing. That's me just as more of an art piece. Really cool. Thank you. Super chats, SRM. Everything is moving. Wow. Yeah, money's going to flow now into everywhere. What do you think about Litecoin trying to catch up? I'm happy long. Let's take a look at SRM real quick. So SRM got dumped on, but SRM had a huge pump. Look at SRM just took a dump in the last 30 minutes. First thing I'm going to look at is just the daily time frame. And now it made a new low, right? It's obviously connected to the whole Serum Labs was Solana, right? Radium, Serum. You know, when Solana pumped, they would pump together. So you kind of need Solana to feel comfy. You have a bullish divergence on the daily, which tells you that that should be your bottom, technically. You see that? You bounced up off of it. Made a flat zone with a bit of a resistance. Broke 31,000. I guess it's up from here. In an internet bank at the best. Careful with them. I would leave big money in there. Can you check out Near? Ecosystem Sam has created in the 99 sets you up for life. Please join the free Discord to start your crypto education today. Join the 99 and get the benefits of a coalition. The brightest minds. Amen. Is Pepe falling? What do you think about SHIB? Can you check out Near? So the daily's getting overbought with a wick to the downside. Tells you that it's and the 3-day had a pump. Could get a little more love, but you can see that it's starting to get a little extended. The 4-hour also, I wouldn't touch this, just like I was showing you Bitcoin. I'd pull a Fibonacci on this. And I'd wait for this to cool off to the 618. And I'd be looking for the 21-day average to touch price action before I touched it again. That could even reset the daily a little bit and get this ready for a bigger pump. Looks bullish. It's above the 200 SMA. These are good signs for the 4-hour. All right. Melt up Friday. Short squeeze. Japanesey. My man. 31,350. This is just getting out of control. Like, out of control. Like, this is not stopping. This is not stopping. Look, it was the 1-minute flag. You had to draw the 1-minute flag. There it is again. I was about to scalp that. I want to go to 31,900. I mean, I don't see why it can't. And look, we got the orders waiting right there. Yet again, BOOKMAP suggesting that we'll pump. 31,300 now. Bitcoin just went up $1,000 so quickly in front of us. Just so insane. Finally sporting some bearish div. Because you could have just traded 1-minute flags each time and just took it for what it was. Took it for what it was. Took it for what it was. I mean, that's why trading simple can really keep you in the game, because you can just keep doing the same thing over and over again. And that's how you can get a bigger piece of the move that you normally wouldn't get before, you know. Shout out to the 665 people on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate you all for being here. Please get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for the love. Wow. So let's go over what happened. Bitcoin had a huge pump. Went to a high of like 30,005. Went all the way actually to 30,700. Almost, you know. Came back, had to break that high. Pushed that high out the way. And now it's at 31,280. Like, and it was just it was just 25,000. It's up 25% or more in like a week. I mean, it's outperforming all the other assets in the world. And again, there was that feeling when they weren't going to raise the rates that we were going to have to get a pump for Bitcoin. You know what I mean? Look, now you got this little flag. You just have to keep respecting this. Like, you can't. You just got to keep respecting the pump until it's not real. This is crazy. That little flag says we're going to pump again. 30-second chart wants to move. Wow. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Are you excited to be here? Are you excited to be alive? Like, this is nuts. Clean Scout Mana, I just put out via on the radar, but you weren't in the 99. Join today. Amen. Going to 33K today. Can you check out VRA? We looked at it. I was that man. Now I'm buying the pump. Man. Solana Cup and handle on the 4-hour. Bitcoin Cash is pumping. Yeah, of course it is. If Judge Torres released a summary judgment in Ripple's favor, the market would go even more nuts. Watching for a swing low to be taken out. Join the group, and you too will catch the pump. Amen. Ordinals. Bitcoin Cash is the real Bitcoin. Oh, come on. Get out of here. Stop doing that. Don't do that nonsense. Bcash. Don't call it Bcash. It's Bitcoin Cash. I just put out this scalp on the 15 though, remember? And it was gone. I just put this out on the channel, right? Like half an hour ago. I mean, this is... Everyone says they're going to teach you how to make money. They're going to teach you this. They're going to show you these coins. I do it every day, man. Every single day. And we show you setups that are likely about to break out like this one. And this thing did a massive pump to the upside. Bitcoin Cash. It is what it is, baby. It is what it is. There's money to be made here every day in this market. Wow. There's money to be made every day in this market. Amazing. Amazing. Like, that's crazy. Stay grounded, guys. This move has made 3 higher lows on a daily. 3 higher lows and approaching huge resistance. I'm expecting... Are you kidding me? You guys are hilarious, man. I'm expecting a big crash. I just love people that think they know where price action is going to go, man. Just better off telling yourself you have no idea. Cash me in the charts. Cash me outside. I know, right? 3377111. My man Justin in the house. These people are funny, man. Big crash coming tonight. I guess it stays bearish to your right. How many times has it been that Bitcoin pumps while you were alive? Casper's so overbought. But yet I see it going to 31. I know. Broke clock method. Your laugh made me chuckle, man. I'm just like, I just, these people say, they say they know where Bitcoin's going and they get absolutely smashed. If the price crashes tonight, you will be humble enough to say you got it wrong. I never said it was going up or down. That's the difference between me and you. I'm never going to get it right or wrong. I don't know where price action is going to go, man. I look at price action and it tells me where it's going. If bears are right 50% of the time and bulls are right 50% of the time, bulls will still make money. Capo hammer time. Big crash, baby. It's going to crash tonight. So hard. If price crashes tonight, will you be humble enough to say you got it wrong? I didn't tell you where it was going. I never laughed at you, though, bro. I'm not like, yo, no, number one, my dad was an iron worker who was hard on me, man. If you can't take this, if you're so thin-skinned that you're really going to get upset about this, then me and you are not the same, and I don't know if you want to chill with me, man. I'm from Boston, man. I've had my jaw broken, my hand broken. A little laughter isn't the worst thing in the world, man. Come on. I'm laughing. I literally thought it was the funniest thing ever that you were so convinced that price action is going to dump tonight. Like, you're guaranteeing it. Like, it has to happen. Like, the whole world, we're going to dump for sure. It's like, come on, man. Like, just relax. Like, you don't have to know where Bitcoin's going to go. Just take a deep breath and say, I know nothing but the fact of my own ignorance. And then you're like, you were wrong. I was right, bro. Like, oh my God. Like, are you going to be, when it crashes tonight, are you going to come out and say you were wrong? Like, are you humble enough? Like, come on, man. Like, what's up with you, man? Like, small brains thinking digital. See, now he's saying, now that could be, I didn't say that. You know what I mean? One level at a time, 333, exactly. Just praise the pump. Be happy in the moment, man. Jeez Louise. Never happy. Never happy. So look, now we're forming this angle here. This is a bearish divergence now, finally. Like at one point, like, it has to start coming down. But I mean, that could hold and pump and continue to pump. We do see the bearish divvy now, though, right? What a move for Bitcoin. What a move. That measure move take you to 32,000. And BOOKMAP says 32K. They got the orders here. They haven't, like, there's still close orders right there, you know? Finally, a bit of an M pattern, some bearish divergence. It's like when it dumps, when it pumps, when it dumps, you're like, when is it dump? When is it going to finally slow down at the divergence? And again, just opening up along whenever you're above the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame is yet another amazing idea. The simplest way to trade, using one indicator, the 200 SMA. The second the 4-hour closes above it, you open up along with a stop loss on the other side, and then you just trail it till you to see how much more you can get. And then it made a bull flag, right? It reset on the stochastics, lack of bearish momentum, and wants to continue. This isn't done. This will make the measured move. Highly likely this will make the measured move. We're talking 34,000. This will climb faster than people realize. When Bitcoin moves, it moves quick, man. And it moves almost too fast for people to get their hands on it. And that's the sad part about it. So again, I'm back to flagging out the 1 hour. When the 1 hour is flagged out, we're going to continue to the upside. That's what I see happening for the day. I'll set my alerts on the low areas. A bunch of alerts were set today. Stay focused. And I believe we're going to eventually kind of mill out. Now, we can always watch that smaller time frame. That's why I always have two charts up and stuff like this. That reggaeton, right? It's got that reggaeton. Hey. Despacito. I mean, this flag could continue, though. So we watch the smaller time frame. But, I mean, you think we'd eventually start to slip here. Kind of a shoulder head and a right shoulder, even though it's slanted. Bearish divvy right there. But you had some bearish divvy right here that didn't care. Play it out. That'd take you to 32K. And I'm so happy I bought so much Bitcoin between 16 and 25. Even some at 24, 28. man. I grabbed so much BTC. It was ridiculous. I was going to look at like how many Bitcoins I bought and where I bought them at. Just on one exchange. And I was supposed to buy more too. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, houlda. All that nonsense. But come on. And I'm just looking at the orders like. Back from March. Yeah, we bought 25, 26, 26, 25, 27. Man. From January till now. I don't think it lets you do that. Oh, yeah, it does. So you can, like, just look at all the Bitcoin buys. So like we got 26, we got 25.7, we got 26.1, we got 26.9. We got 27.6.9, 26.9, 27.5, 28.7 even. We got 27, 26, 28, 29.9. That's a high one. 416. Damn, we got that high. Yeah, 28.47, 26.60. We got 20,500, right? And this is just one. I mean, this is just one of my accounts. So much Bitcoin, man. I bought it on Bitcoin US. I bought it on Binance. I bought it on Coinbase. I bought it on MEXC. Zero spot maker and trader fees too. Like I gotta keep reiterating that. Like hit the link if you want to DCA into Bitcoin and pay zero fees. I went to buy Bitcoin US and had to pay so many fees. This is insane. Shout out to the 629 people on the live still kicking it with me. It's gonna crash tonight. There it goes. Finally, a pullback. We needed a pullback at one point. So now we can go back to my 1 hour and flag it out. You know what I mean? And get off the smaller time frame. And now we wait for this to make a flag. And if this makes a flag and stays in the next 6, 7, 8 hours, we long again tonight. All right? And they're going to get people who... Now there's a bunch of people who FOMO'd in. The emotions are high. So people that just FOMO'd in, they're going to get wrecked now. What's going to happen? If you bought the lows, now you're going to get wrecked. You see? So... Everyone, I got to jump on out. This was insane. Thank you so much for this. This was unbelievable. Bitcoin at 31,000, I think 300 at one point. Now back to 30,008. But what a move we had. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll be back tomorrow morning with a quick update. And then Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. the show does change. People always want to know when the show is. Weekdays, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Weekends, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. Right there. It says it right there. I always thought this should be really big. Weekends, blah, blah, blah. I always told my people that it should be the biggest thing possible. But we'll go from there. Also, we should get the Instagram link should be in here. It used to be. There's the merchandise. There's Twitter. Yeah, Sean, we got to get the Instagram link right in here, man. Definitely. It used to be there. It definitely should be there. Follow me on Twitter at CryptoLifer33. I'd greatly appreciate it. Watch this Gary Cardone interview. It'll blow your mind. Gary Cardone, the brother of Grant Cardone. Twin brother. All right. Very, very insightful interview. And then if you go to that interview, and we have a 2-hour-long interview that's even longer than that. But if you want to watch the extended version, the link to the extended version should be right in here, in my humble opinion. You maybe have it here at the end or something. to watch the extended version, head over to my Sam Price channel. You could make this a link. I'm pretty sure you could have. Let's talk about this team. I think this could have been executed a little bit better. I don't see a link to the other channel here. Join this channel to access perks. Extended interview. All right, maybe that is it. You got it. And we wanted 500 subscribers. Jump on in here. Let's get 500 subscribers on this, please. All right. And this is the first piece of content I ever put out on the channel, my Sam Price channel, me and Gary Cardone. So check it out, man.
In the pavement, but I'm better at putting someone else in position to do the things that I need to get done, you know?
This dude's awesome. Very insightful. He listened to everything I said, too. You could tell. Just look at his eyes. Intent. Listening. Taking it in. He's also a painter. I believe he painted that painting behind there. All right. So I'm watching the 1 hour make a flag. I want to see it make a flag, connect back to the 21-day moving average. All right. We are getting pretty extended here. I wouldn't be surprised if we had some type of pullback. All right. But I'd be looking for this little flag to pull back. This flag is still intact. Nice pump to the upside for Bitcoin. And it was really just a flag to the upside. 1 hour time frame. Right. Interesting. My bad. Let me show you what I'm looking at. So we're just watching this flag here on the 1 hour time frame. That's what we're watching. All right. That's it. That's a key insight. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Remember, we teach class tomorrow. You can join my trading group with the link that I put in the pinned comment. You can join MEXC Global to trade where we trade. I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow on another beautiful live stream. Thank you.